Another great broadcast coming up in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Polar Bear pregame show. Coming up, we'll have details on the upcoming game. We'll visit with the coach, and we'll look at the other games going on around the area. It's all on the Polar Bear pregame show. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Grab some for lunch today or stop by after the game. Polar Bear Burgers and Shakes on State Street at the south end of the city of Preston. And hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Preston Gym. As this afternoon, the Indians will play for the tournament title as they'll go up against the Eagle Mustangs in the championship game coming up in just a matter of a few minutes. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Hubbard. John Beverly back in studio. Don Hubbard is our stage manager here with us this afternoon at Preston Gym today as well as the Indians and the Eagle and the Mustangs get ready to square off in what will be a very entertaining game. Preston, winners of their first two games, beating Thunder Ridge last night and Minico in the opener, and Eagle winning as well, as Eagle was a winner over Roy in the very first game of the tournament on Thursday morning, and then came back and beat Skyview last night to qualify for the tournament championship. So we'll come back. We'll talk about this upcoming game. We'll talk about some other things and some scores that we'll give you as well from around the area. Westside has already played today. We'll talk about their score a little bit. We'll do all that as we check the scene set for today's game. That's brought to you by our friends at the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's at the north end of the city of Preston, and that's coming up right after this timeout on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. And welcome back here to Preston Gym as our pregame notes segment here on the pregame show is brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. They're on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Well, it's for the Indians. They get ready for this game here today, as it'll take a big effort to knock off Eagle. They are big, they are strong, and they really like to pack it in inside. So the Indians are going to have to shoot very well tonight to pick up the win. For Preston, this is the end of what will be a very busy 3 weeks. At the end of the game today, they will have played 9 games in 19 days. That's basically half of their schedule that they've already gone through for the year in the first 19 days of the season. That's at the conclusion of this game today, as this is game 9. They only have 21 games scheduled for the year. Their next game comes up next Wednesday night, as they will be at Logan. Eagle, as we mentioned, big and strong. They like to really pack it in down low. Offensively, they run what they call a 4-high set. They'll line 4 guys across the free throw line and out onto the wings and try to start pretty much their offensive sets through that as well. So that's something that the Indians will have to be ready for as well. So when we come back, we'll take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll jump into the Coach's Corner. We'll talk to the coach, Tyler Jones, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Services. We'll do all that as we continue on the Bailey Beckstead pregame show, as here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. And welcome back to the Polar Bear pregame show as we get ready for today's championship game of the Preston Holiday Classic as the Indians take on the Eagle Mustangs coming up in just a few minutes. Time to step into the Coach's Corner with Coach Tyler Jones, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. Well, it's been a great 2 days, and now all the hard work really gets to pay off. You get to play for a championship today.
Yeah, and that's where you want to be going into the tournament, playing the last game on Saturday. So excited to play another 5A Eagle. and they're going to be a challenge. They have a lot of size and a lot of length, and it should be a fun one this afternoon.
You know, you've by luck of the draw here in the tournament and also by scheduling, you've played a number of 5As. That's really helped the guys get tougher, I think, headed down into the meat of the season.
Yeah, we wanted to challenge ourselves, and you know, we really have played a lot of big schools here. You know, Capital, Bora, Highland, Hillcrest is really good, and then this tournament we played Thunder Ridge at 5A last night, and then we get to go against Eagle today. So it's been a gauntlet here early, and I think it'll help us as we get into the big games coming up.
It's nice to see a couple of guys really start to find a rhythm from the field. I think Drew, the last few games, has really found his stroke.
Yeah, you know, I think the first few games he struggled a little bit offensively, and it's good to see him get a couple to go down, and that just makes us so much more dangerous when we have multiple guys who can score, and any night, like we've seen, you know, we have different guys who can step up, and when we're well-rounded and balanced, it makes a big difference.
Reggie Larson, I think, has been a big cog in the offense. He's been in double figures every game so far this year.
Yeah, he's been solid. You know, you get Cruz, you know, most nights is in double figures, and if they can just learn to play off of each other and make the good play, everybody, if two guys are on one, somebody's going to be open, and that's coming. I think our chemistry's getting better, and they're figuring things out.
Let's talk a little bit about Eagle and Mustangs. What do you have to do to be successful against them today?
So the size is the biggest thing. We have to be able to, you know, rebound. They start 6'7", 6'6". They bring in a 6'9". Their guards are big. So the size, you know, we have to match the physicality. We have to rebound. They're really good at the high-low. So we just can't give them the easy baskets. We're going to have to make them earn them. And then I do think we're faster, so if we can get out and use our transition game to our advantage, that would be big to get some easy baskets, because we're going to have a hard time in the half court scoring inside against them.
So it's run and shoot.
Run, hopefully hit some shots, and then our defense, you know, if we can get stops, it's going to keep us in the game. And, you know, I think it should be two really good teams going at it. It should be a fun matchup, and it should be fun. We'll see what happens.
Best of luck. Hopefully you get a chance to chat with you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Tyler Jones with us here before the game against the Eagle. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more here on the Polar Bear pregame show as we continue right after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And a very pleasant good afternoon once again, and welcome back here to Preston Gym as the Indians and the Eagle Mustangs get ready to tilt here to go after the tournament championship. As earlier today, the game to just finish, Skyview knocked off Thunder Ridge to claim third place. Earlier today, game you heard here on KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network, Ambrose beat Westside 48-45 over in Boise. But the Indians and the Mustangs getting ready to go at it here this afternoon. As the two teams headed to the bench, we'll have the starting lineups coming up for you. Also, it'll be time to meet the Indians. That's all on the way here on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on this, the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com. Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Drew Jones, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Cruz Harris, Jr., Preston, Idaho. Reggie Larson, Jr., Preston, Idaho.
Kason Bryce, Sophomore, Preston, Idaho.
Jake Schumann, Jr., Treasurton, Idaho.
Titan Knapp, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Coulter Moffitt, Senior, Whitney, Idaho.
Carson Winder, Senior, Weston, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
And welcome back here to Preston Gym as they're introducing the starters onto the floor. First for the Indians, it'll be the usual 5 to 5. Titan Knapp will get a start here this afternoon. Reggie Larson, who has been in double figures in all the games this year. Jake Schumann, need a good game out of Jake today. He's been held to just 5 points in each of the last couple of games. Cruz Harris has been in double figures in 6 of the last 7 games overall. And Drew Jones will get a start today for the Indians as well. Starting lineup for the Eagle Mustangs: Cole Pugh, a 6'3 senior; Harmon House, a 6'5 senior; Miguel Taylor, a 6'7 senior, had 14 points here last night. It's Russell Gibson, he's a 6'2 senior; and finally Cal Hulse, a 6'6 senior, will start today as well. So they start 5 seniors as they'll go up against the Indians here today. The winner wins the annual Preston Holiday Tournament Classic, and we'll get ready for the rest of the year. For the Indians, it's another big game against a 5A school, as they've certainly had a tough preseason schedule that Coach Jones had put together. Talking about preseason, Pocatello was a winner last night, 68-60 over Sheldon of California. And Hillcrest lost for the second night in a row as they lost to Ironwood of Arizona 67-61. We're ready to play as the tap is controlled by the Mustangs, and right off the tip, it's a Miguel Taylor who gets a slam dunk on a set play off the tap. So 2-0 as the Mustangs jump out in front, and here come the Indians as they come out and try to trap the ball. They bad pass thrown by Jones. They take it away, and they get it up into the front court, and they'll set up the offense. It comes over to Gibson, looks at a 3. That shot's no good, and Jones has the rebound. The Indians got the ball across midcourt, and they immediately sent 3 guys at the ball and trapped the ball, and Jones wasn't able to get rid of it, and they took it away. As it comes to Larson, free throw line extended left. Drives the baseline, pulls up off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Put back basket, no, that won't go in either, and Hulse has the rebound. quickly up the floor. They come the other way, and Larson's there to get a block and a foul. As going up the floor, Cole Pugh had a layup. Larson there to get the block. Jones doesn't agree with the call at all, but they call the foul on I guess they call it on Cruz Harris. I thought it was Larson, but it'll be Cruz Harris called for the foul, and that'll be his first. Sorry about the video not being on there for a second. As the free throw is good by Pugh, and it's 3-0. As he misses the next one, and the rebound pulled down there by Titan Knapp. So 3-0. Preston trails here early in the first quarter. Glad to have you along with us. Jones takes it down toward the right corner, down low, goes down the block to Harris as Cole goes off, Cruz goes off the glass and in. So 3-2. Preston gets on the board just over a minute into the game. As it's back out top to Pugh, he holds it there. As it comes back over to Gibson, lob it again. They run these set plays as they backdoor the Indians yet again, as they get another easy layup to make it 5-2. As the ball's knocked away, it'll stay with the Indians down at the baseline in the front court. That's the third time they've run a set play and gotten an easy layup against Preston here in the first minute and a half of the game. As Schumann gets it in all the way out near the midcourt stripe as it comes into Harris. He hands it to Jones. Drew, they come out. Again, they'll double team, and this time they do call the foul. They bumped Drew the first time. They didn't call it. This time they do. The foul is going to go on Cal Holtz. It'll be his first. So Holtz draws the foul as it'll be out of bounds for the Indians. They'll bring it in over on the far sideline in the front court as it comes into Jones. Drew has it as the Indians trail by a score of 5-2 here early on in quarter number one. As they bring it back to Jones on the angle right. He holds it there. They double team him again, chase him all the way back near the timeline, and again they take it away. This time it's being called a held ball as it's Miguel Taylor as they come out and they trap him, and Taylor just threw Jones to the ground on a held ball. As the ball stays with the Indians after the alternating possession. A little backdoor pass here to Larson and goes off his hands and out of bounds. So they certainly have scouted the Indians well. They know what they want to do, and they've come out and they've trapped the ball twice very early on, as they know that the Indians will leave Jones by himself out away from the basket. Pugh turns around, doesn't take the shot as it comes back to Taylor. Taylor doesn't shoot it either, gives it down into the corner. Driving the baseline is Gibson, and Jones wants a timeout just that quickly. Trailing 7-2, about a minute and a half gone in the game. Jones wants a timeout. The timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. It's on this 12 North State Street in Preston. Ladies, make sure you go by to improve your look today.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KA's.
Ball belongs to the Indians. Backcourt. They come out and show full court pressure this time. And a foul as Gibson's trying to ride Jones's hip along the far sideline. And he's called for the foul. So Russell Gibson called for the foul. That'll be his first. That's 2 on the Mustangs. The one thing about the Mustangs is they will be very, very physical. They are big and they are physical, as they've had players foul out of both games. As here's a Taylor takes it away. Taylor gets it ahead to Gibson, lay it up and missed the layup. Tap down low, and Knapp able to get it back out to Jones. Quickly up into the front court. It comes to Harris. Back to Larson. His little jump shot is no good. Put back in by Cruz Harris as he got able to get the rebound and put it in. 7-4. Preston still trails by 3 as Gibson gets it back up into the front court. Pugh throws a little backdoor pass, trying to get it to Taylor. Taylor's complaining that he was being held as the ball goes out of bounds because it comes back to the Indians. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 7-4, Eagle with the lead. Jones takes it down into the right corner. Comes to Harris. Harris down on the right block, double team there. They knock it away and take it away as it's Pugh coming again back the other way. Bounce pass again, comes to Gibson. Lay it up, basket, foul. Right now, the Mustangs are running the Indians just flat out of the gym. Reggie Larson called for the foul. That'll be his first. Russell Gibson with the basket will go back to the free throw line here. As tonight's game brought to you in part by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Gibson to the free throw line, and he makes it. A 71%er on the year, completes the three-point play, and it's 10-4 as Preston trails by 6 as it comes to Harris. Free throw line extend to left, back to Schumann, drives the baseline, missed the layup, and the rebound pulled down by Holtz. Quickly, here comes Gibson again, back the other way. Gets to the three-point line. He'll pull it up there. Cross-court pass to Pugh. Down low, comes back to Holtz. His shot from there is no good. Larson pulls down the rebound. Indians again come back the other way as it comes back to Jones. Takes it down into the left corner. In a crowd, finds himself down low, goes back to Schumann. His shot no good, puts it back up, but he's fouled, but it won't go down the second time. Foul's going to be on Harmon Holtz. Or Howes, I guess it is, his first. That's the team's third. Now Jake Schumann will go to the foul line here for the Indians. As Jake's first shot is good. For Schumann, had 5 points last night. That's right at his average of 5.5 per game. As it's 10-5. Preston trailing here early on. The second free throw again by Schumann is good again. So Jake makes them both, and it's 10-6. 4:08 to play here in the first quarter. Taylor for three. No good. Rebound comes to Knapp. Knapp's has to have a big game today. That's his third rebound here in the first quarter as it comes back to Jones, back up in the front court. Jones gives it back to Schumann. Now back to Jones from the left on the right side. Three-pointer, that's no good. Rebound is off as Van Allen able to pull it down. He gives it off to Gibson, and then a bodying foul on Jones as Drew doesn't agree, but has a little bit of a case as they certainly have bumped him a couple of times and haven't necessarily called him. As Gage Wall into the game, as is Stone Perkins, the 6'9 junior, comes into the game. Preston still down by 4. It's 10-6 here in the first quarter. 3:15 to play. Driving, kick it off into the corner. Three-pointer from the corner. That's no good. As it's tapped and the Indians have it. Jones coming up the floor. Gives it back to Larson. Two-pointer from the right side this time. Reggie able to hit that. He gets on the sheet, and it's back to just a two-point advantage. As a good backcourt pressure by the Indians and a traveling call against the Mustangs. Larson able to reach in and get a hand and touch the ball as Gibson tried to change directions and traveled, kind of slid on the floor a little bit. So they get it into Jones. Preston can tie it up here with a hoop as it comes to Schumann on the left side. Back out top, they kind of come to Harris and a foul as Palferman, pronounce it, tries to reach in on Harris and draws the foul. That'll be the fourth on the Mustangs here in the first quarter. So the next foul on them, and the Indians will be shooting still with the 2:51 to play here in the quarter. As it comes, Schumann gets it to Harris, top of the key, holds it there. Three-pointer by Larson. It's good, and the Indians have a lead. Reggie Larson drills the three, and Preston's up 11-10. So lead change. Preston has their first lead. Rubidoux comes over to Van Allen on the angle right. Down low just to Perkins, back outside. As they whip it back around again, it comes back. Rubidoux looks for a three. That's an air ball short. As they try to save it, they throw it off the back of the backboard. As Hudson Van Allen tried to throw it back on the floor and threw it off the backboard. As the three big guys for the Mustangs are going to come back into the game. With 2:11 left here in the first quarter. Preston leading 11-10 as they'll come up and one Wall will put on full court pressure against Jones as he brings it up into the front court. Comes to Larson in the right corner. Swing it back out top to Knapp as they tap it back over to Jones. Drew has it top of the key, wants to back it back out and get a play here from the coach. Looks down the right side, goes over there. Larson pops out to get it. Free throw line extended there. Knapp pops out, swings it to the left side, now all the way back down. Larson, turnaround jumper from along the baseline is good again. Reggie's got 7 here in the quarter, and Preston leads by 3. A three-pointer for the tie is no good. Rebound is off to Jones. Here comes Drew back up in the front court. Stutter step, tries the baseline as the pass is intercepted. Good hands there by Gibson to take the ball away. Mustangs come back up the floor. He'll pull it back out, set up, looks for a 3 for the tie, puts up the 3. It's short, long rebound, comes back to Drew again. Larson goes to Harris. Harris to Schumann, lay it up and in. Schumann's got 4. Preston leads by 5 with a minute to play here in quarter number 1. Gibson will walk it back up into the front court. Comes over here on the right side to Van Allen. Back over, they'll swing it over to the left side, back to Wall. Jones drums out on him. Now up to the Holtz at the elbow. Kick it over to Van Allen in the corner. That's no good. Rebound is off. It comes back out. Van Allen has it. They'll swing it back down low again as they go back down to Holtz, able to use the glass and get on the board here for the first time. 33 seconds left. Just a second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, so Preston will have to get a shot off. Goes down Schumann along the baseline, and he's fouled as he tried to turn baseline, and Hudson Van Allen tried to cut him off and got body. So it'll be Schumann going back to the free throw line here. That's 5 fouls on the Mustangs here in the first quarter. And the first one by Schumann is no good. The foul called against Gage Wall, his first. Carson Winder and Coulter Moffitt on the floor here for the Indians for the first time with 23 seconds left in the quarter. Schumann's second free throw, he missed them both. As a foul inside, that's going to go against Winder on the rebound. So Carson tried to go up and battle Holtz for the rebound. He got called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul against the Indians here in the quarter with 23 seconds left. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. As Gibson back up into the front court, weaves his way through traffic, down the lane, throw it up off the glass, no good. Moffitt's got the rebound there for the Indians. Quickly up the floor they come with 7 seconds left. Larson has in the corner, gives it back to Moffitt. Back to Larson with 3, with 2. A 3 from the top of the key is no good. It would have counted. Jones wanted a foul, but he didn't get it. Preston will lead by 3 at the end of the first quarter. 15-12 the score. We'll go to the second on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
ACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. And showing this weekend at the Worm Creek Theater, it is The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Check their website for showtimes and other information at wormcreek.org. So Preston leads after the first quarter. They lead at 15-12. As it comes in, Gibson has it down in the right corner. He'll get it back out top as it comes there to Pugh.
Pugh throws it over to House. Back inside, it's Taylor. Turnaround jumper from in the paint is good. Taylor gets on the scoreboard, makes it a 1-point game at 15-14. Jones gets it back up into the front court as he looks back over at the coach for instructions on the way. Looks down the right side. Larson cuts that way. He now gets the ball. Free throw line extended right. Back to Moffitt, top of the key, as it comes back to Schumann. He holds it there. Free throw line extended left. Again, they double team, and again, they take the ball away as House, and then a backcourt foul on Larson. Larson's going to get called for his second foul. Preston has to be aware that the Mustangs are going to pressure the ball at every opportunity. They've had several balls stolen in the front court with almost no difficulty to take the ball away. As Larson and Schumann will come out, Harris comes back onto the floor. Case and Bryce onto the floor for the first time as well. So Preston still leading by a point, 15-14, with 7:10 to play here in the first half. Pugh, swing it over, left side, House for three, no good. Winder inside, good position, good strong rebound. Gets it back to Jones as he gets it back up into the front court. Drew, again, they pop out on him as, again, the center comes way outside. Moffitt for a three is no good. Long rebound is going to be just barely kept in bounds. And then they get it back to Gibson, back up into the front court. Back over to Pugh on the left side. Free throw line extended. Back out top to Gibson. Gibson goes inside to Holtz. Doesn't shoot. Kick it back outside to Pugh again. Pass is deflected, taken away, but Gibson able to get it back. Drives the baseline. Gets cut off. Swing it back outside. All the way over in the left corner for three. Holtz's shot is no good. Taylor inside with good rebound position. Gets it. Kick it back outside to Gibson. Steps around a man. Steps inside, and a foul on the Indians. No basket. And the foul, I believe, is going to go against Coulter Moffitt, and it will. So Moffitt will draw the foul. It's his first, and it's going to send Gibson to the line for two. Tonight's game brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. It's an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life. As the first shot by Gibson is good to tie the game at 15. Wouldn't your life be better with a well-trained dog? Well, it's what you'll get from Puppy Steps Training. So we're even at 15. Gibson was 6 in the game. Still has one more shot coming here to try to regain the lead here for the Mustangs. 6:16 to play in the first half. Gibson's second one is good again. He has 7, and the Mustangs have a lead back at 16-15. Moffitt looks at a three. That's no good. Winder tries to battle for a rebound but loses it and goes out of bounds. Winder had pretty good position. In fact, now they're going to call the foul on Winder. As Winder will get called for his second, they're going to say that he had to be pushed off inside. So it wasn't just off of Winder. They called the foul on him. And now Eagle will bring it back up the floor. Leading by a point at 16-15. Gibson dribbles through a crowd. The Indians wanted a double dribble. Didn't get one. They said the Indians knocked it away. Hobbs holds it. He'll give it back to Gibson, who comes to get it. Now takes it back to the top of the key. 5:45 to play here in the quarter. Back down low as Taylor not able to gather that pass in, rolling to the basket. It went off his hands and out of bounds. So Preston will get the ball back under full court pressure here by the Mustangs. As it comes back over to Bryce, to Harris, to Bryce, back to Harris. Now Jones has it up in the front court. They get it back to Bryce. They break the pressure. Goes to Moffitt. A three-pointer from the right side is no good. Harris with the rebound there. Cole gets his man up in the air, puts it back up and in. And he gives the Indians back a lead again at 17-16. So Harris now with 6 points in the game as Rick Gibson again will bring it back up into the front court. Gibson backs the ball back out toward the timeline as Jones follows him out there. Now he wants to drive. Comes in as Moffitt got a hand on it to knock it away. Ball comes back to Pulverman. And a foul inside as Jones complaining bitterly that they had their hands straight up. Then he say, nope, the official says no, it was with the body. As the foul is going to be called on Titan Knapp, and that'll be his first. That's 4 team fouls against the Indians here in the second quarter in less than 3 minutes of play. As the free throw is up and in by Pulverman. So Pulverman with his first points. Jake Schumann comes back in for the Indians as Moffitt leaves. As Pulverman will shoot again here, try to give his team the lead back, as that's a lane violation. As lane violation called against the Mustangs, as Pugh, again a design play, Pugh and Taylor both kind of crashed the basket, and Pugh was into the lane too soon. So 5 minutes exactly to play, tied at 17. As the Mustangs will shoot free throws the remainder of the way here in the second quarter. As they pressure the ball again, it's taken away. Schumann driving, gets fouled on his way to the basket, and will shoot free throws. As, again, both coaches are riding the officials. As Pugh will get called for the foul, that'll be his first team foul against the Mustangs here in the quarter. And Schumann goes back to the free throw line. As Jake, who missed a couple a minute ago, shoots this one. That one's good. He has 5 in today's game, brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Second one by Schumann, no good. So Preston regains the lead. It's 18-17 as the pass is intercepted. Indians have it. They come back 3-on-2. Harris kick it off in the corner to Jones for 3. That's short. Cruz has the rebound inside. He wants to go back up again. It goes up, in, count it, and a foul. Count the basket. The foul is going to go against Miguel Taylor. That'll be his first. Second against the Mustangs here in the quarter. As Hudson Van Allen back onto the floor. And Cruz Harris will go back to the free throw line as the Indians lead by 3. And Harris will try to extend the lead as the free throw's no good. It's tapped out of midair and pulled down there by Taylor. He gives it to Gibson as the Mustangs come back again, back up into the front court. Taylor gives it back to Pugh. Coming back up to the top of the key there to get it as Van Allen wants to drive all the way, throw it up, no good. As Knapp is pushed in the back with no call. As Holt's able to get offensive position and get the rebound back as they get it back outside as it comes back to Van Allen on the right side. Van Allen up top as it comes back to Taylor. Wants to drive, dribbles the ball off his foot. Hopping on the ball immediately was Harris. It'll be a held ball and it's going to go back to the Indians. So Preston has the ball after Taylor dribbled the ball off his foot, and the 3 Mustang players all standing there argue vehemently to no avail. As Taylor, who really got into it with fans here the other night, as he was taunting fans in the stands during the game here the other night when he was finally fouled out of the game. As the official comes over to talk to the official scores, I think the question was that Preston should not have the possession arrow their way, but they should, because the Mustangs had the ball to start the quarter. The Mustangs had the ball to start the quarter, and nothing had ever changed. So yes, Preston should have the ball here in the held possession. As they still come over and talking with the official scorer here. As that's exactly right. He came over and asked the official score, this is the first jump ball after the beginning of the quarter. She said yes, and that answered the question. It's Preston's ball. 20-17, Preston leads with 3:55 to play here in the quarter. Jones back up into the front court. Jones gives it to Harris. Cruz up to get it on the angle right. Wants to drive, spins on Holtz, loses the ball. Holtz goes flying over his back, and it's Stone Perkins just back into the game, has the rebound as he collects the loose ball. Gives it back to Gibson. Gibson back up into the front court. Looks down the left side, can't go there. Looks back over, and that's a 5 count as Jones on the close defense, as Gibson looks at the coach and says, I can't hear you yelling over the crowd. And it's a 5-second is the defensive call, and that turns the ball over again as again it comes back over the Indians. So Schumann gets it up into the front court with a 3-point lead. Comes to Bryce on the left side. He holds it there. One bounce dribble. looking for somebody to give it to as Knapp pops way outside to get it there. Gives it to Harris on the angle right. Jones takes it down the right side. It comes back to Bryce. Bryce weaves his way through traffic, throws it up. Knapp able to take the ball away inside. And now they're going to say, nope, a foul on the floor before the shot. So Knapp was wrestling for the ball. I think this is probably going to go on Perkins, and it will. Stone Perkins called for the foul. His first, third on the Mustangs as a team here in the quarter. And Preston has the ball back, baseline front court, as they give it to Harris, driving, slam dunk! Cruz Harris gives Preston a 5-point lead and incites the crowd with a jam, his 7th of the year. As the pass comes to Holtz. Kick it over in the corner. Pugh for 3. Has his shot blocked. Comes to Perkins down low. Harris takes it away. Comes back up the sideline. 3-on-2. They get it down low, and Schumann has it go flying out of his hand before he can shoot. They get it back to midcourt. They lose the ball again. It'll be another held ball this time. This time it's going to go to the Mustangs. It gets a little wild and crazy here as the ball comes loose. 2:29 left here in the first half. 22-17, Preston leads. Wow, it's end-to-end action, getting really exciting and very physical also. As Miguel Taylor is going to come back in. Stone Perkins will go back to the bench here for Eagle. Gibson back up into the front court. Preston still leads by 5 with 2:20 to play. Back to Gibson on the right side. Doesn't shoot. Top of the key. House for 3. Good. Harmon House gets his first points. Makes it 22-20. Preston still up by a deuce. 2:05 to play here in the first half. Jones wants to drive. Takes it down. Now kicks it back outside to Schumann. In the corner. Price for 3. That's an air ball pulled down by Miguel Taylor. As Gibson ends up flying. As he he collides with a Preston player, able to get the ball back, and now gets it back up into the front court. Gibson driving, pushes off on Jones, no call, and we got a timeout called by the Eagle coach. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember you can update your look today at Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in Preston. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Eagles ball, baseline front court, underneath their own basket as Gibson to bring it in. 22-20, Preston leads with 1:42 to play as the inbounds pass is deflected by Schumann, and it'll stay with Eagle. In the baseline front court as they'll move Gibson over here to the right corner this time to bring the ball in. As looking inside, coming back over, House into the corner, doesn't take the shot, give it back to Gibson in the right corner, bounce it down low as the shot put up once, twice by Holtz. Misses twice, and they're going to call it a held ball again on the rebound, and this one's going to come back over to the Indians. Tonight's game brought to you by Polar Bear Restaurant. Hey, did you know the Polar Bear is back and better than ever? Stop by to grab lunch or stop by tonight after the game on your way home. It's located at the south end of the city of Preston. 1.5 to play. Preston leads by 2 here in the first half. Jones on the angle left, waiting for players to clear. Being hassled there by Pugh, and finally a foul on Pugh as Pugh riding Jones as he tries to go around the corner. That's 2 on Cole Pugh, and that's 4 fouls now on the Mustangs as a team. So both sides out of fouls in the final minute and 20 seconds of the half. As as Gage Wall back into the game here for Eagle. Jones gets the inbounds pass, drives into the front court, spins, 12-foot jumper is good. Jones gets on the score sheet. Preston leads by 4 again, 24-20 with 1:05 to play. Gibson back up into the front court, top of the key. Backs it out. Jones right on him, tries to drive. As he drives, he travels. No shot. Traveling violation. As Preston will get the ball back again. 58 seconds to play in the half. Jones with Wall on him, gets it up into the front court. Gets over on the Coulter Moffitt on the right side. Moffitt drives the right baseline, tries to go up. Has it knocked away there by Taylor. No foul on the call as Rubidoux again will get it back up into the front court. 37 seconds on in the first half as the shot is short, put up there by Holtz way outside as again the Indians come back the other way. Schumann in the front court. Jones drives the baseline, lay it up and in. Good challenge by Jones as he got it up and around Taylor, and it's a 6-point lead, the biggest lead of the first half for the Indians with 15 seconds left. Taylor drives in, gets bumped, and will get the foul, and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here on the shot. As foul's going to be on Coulter Moffitt, that's going to be his second, and that's 5 team fouls on the Indians here in the quarter. As Miguel Taylor, who averages 10 points a game, will make the free throw. That gives him 3 here in the first half. Larson back in. Moffitt will leave. Today's game brought to you by Rouse Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call 435-232-1837 for more information. Taylor makes them both. He has 4, and it's a 4-point lead for the Indians. 12 seconds left here in the quarter. They get it over to Knapp. He holds it in the right corner to Harris for 3. It's short, and the rebound is off. Larson puts it back up, can't get it to go down with 2, with 1. The three-pointer will not count. Put up by Rubidoux, and Preston will lead by 4 at the end of the first half. It's 26-22 as Preston survives that initial rally by the Eagle Mustangs in the first 3 minutes of the game, and will go off into the halftime locker room leading by 4. We'll come back. We will have the Puppy Steps Training halftime report on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on this, the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Welcome back. It's time for the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Show. As Puppy Steps Training is an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life. Wouldn't you be better off with a well-trained dog in yours? It's all from Puppy Steps Training. Well, Preston leads by 4 in the first half, at the end of the first half, I should say, as the Eagle came out very strong, very quick, ran exact plays against the Indians, predetermined plays, jumped out to a quick lead, and their very physical play really kind of jumped the Indians off their game here in the first 4 minutes of the first half. As Preston, one of the things we talked about in the open was Preston needed to be able to come out and get off to a good start tonight. Well, they really didn't, but they were able to survive it, kind of finally get their game going, and able to get a lead as much as 6 points in the first half and lead by 4 here at the halftime break. Cruz Harris, as you might imagine, Reggie Larson also figuring very large in the first half here for the Preston Indians. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stats from the first half. We'll do that as we continue in this Bailey Beckstedt Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
All right, let's take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364. For the Mustangs in the first half, Cole Pugh finished with 3 points. 3 points for Harmon House. 4 points for Miguel Taylor in the first half. Andrew Pulverman had only 1. Russell Gibson was their leading scorer in the first half. He had 7. Cal Holtz finished with 2 in the first half. For the Indians, Reggie Larson finished the first half with 7. Jake Schumann had 5. Cole Harris leads all scorers in the game as he had 10 in the first half. Drew Jones finished with 4 for the Indians, who hold a 4-point lead at the end of the first half, 26-22, as we'll come back and we'll have the second half for you coming up in just a couple of minutes. This has been the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Show, as we'll come back and have the second half coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
All right, second half just underway. Preston leads 26-22 as Eagle has the ball to start the third quarter. Pugh has it on the left side right in front of his own bench. Out top, it comes back to House. Taylor, little timing play again. Backdoor cut by Pugh as he gets the layup as he wrestles the ball away and gets the easy basket. So down to a 2-point lead for the Indians, 26-24 here. They have the ball for the first time here in the second half. Larson, or rather Harris, spins. Try to get it down low to Knapp. They knock it away and take it away. Here come the Mustangs again back the other way. Can tie it with a hoop. As pulling up, Gibson's shot is short, and the rebound is off the tight Knapp for the Indians. Gives it to Jones, back up into the front court. Jones takes it down into the left corner. Gets trapped there in the corner. Knocked away by Pugh. Taken away by Pugh. As Jones wrestles it free and gets it to Schumann. Back outside. Larson from straight away for 3. That's no good. As Schumann had tried to reach in and try to take the ball away as Gibson has it back up into the front court. Taylor back in the backcourt lobbying for a foul, trying to hold Schumann off with the offhand, and now throws it away, but it deflects over in the corner as it comes back over there. Driving from the elbow, a little jump shot there by Rubidoux was no good, as Preston again will bring it back up in the front court. Larson stops at the elbow, gives it back to Larson, 12-foot jumper, no good. As Pugh has it again here for the Mustangs. End to end, not a lot of happenings point-wise, as the Mustangs with the only 2 points of the quarter so far, a minute and a half in. 26-24, Preston still leads by 2. Pugh holds it on the left side. Out top, it's House for three. That's no good. As the long rebound comes back over to Harris, who gets it back up into the front court. He goes to Larson, tries to drive baseline. Slips, almost falls, able to regain his balance, and then get it back outside, back to Jones. Jones holds it there. He'll put it back into action as he comes down the right side. He'll stop, pop a three, needs a bounce, won't get it. Taylor's got the rebound. Here come the Mustangs 3-on-2, but a foul against the Indians here, and that's probably going to go against Jones. No, they didn't call it against Jones. It'll be a reach-in against Schumann. Jake Schumann called for the foul. That'll be his first foul of the half against either team, as the Indians now with one team foul here in the third quarter. Gibson again will bring it in from right in front of his own bench as Hudson Van Allen back into the game. Gibson, top of the key, back to Pugh, again standing in front of his own bench. Back out top to Pulverman. Pulverman goes back to Gibson. Back to Van Allen, a three from straight away, no good. Up high, taps once, Pugh had it, kicks it back outside to Gibson. Comes back out top again as Gibson holds it there, gives it back to Pugh, fakes the pass inside, tried to get it. Oh, good look inside as Gibson picked that ball right off of Schumann's back and gets the layup, and we're tied at 26. Tied for the second time here in the game as Jones takes it back down in the corner. Larson holds it there. Harris gets bodied a couple of times there by Pulverman. Pulverman reaches in, doesn't get the foul. Schumann goes back up with a rebound, and he gets fouled going back up. So Schumann with a good rebound inside. Hudson Van Allen called for the foul. That's his first. As it's going to send Jake Schumann back to the free throw line in today's game, brought to you by Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and in the Cache Valley. It's Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. As Schumann makes the first free throw, gives him 6 in the game. As Preston regains the lead again, that's our 5th lead change in the game. As Larson will try the second, 27-26, Preston leads. As the second free throw is no good. Taylor with the rebound as the Mustangs will bring it back up in the front court. This is the 4th game against a 5A team for the Indians on the season, and they have their hands full here today. Van Allen holds it on free throw line, extended right. Back to Gibson. Wants to drive down the paint. Almost traveled, just flips it up in the air toward the basket. It's no good. Larson has the rebound for the Indians. He'll push it back up into the front court. Stop, pop a three. Looks good, just a little bit short. As the ball rolling around, it's picked up there by Taylor, who will hold it and give it back to Gibson. Third quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest at 17 South State Street in Preston. Indians hold a 1-point lead, 27-26. Taylor from straight away. That's short. That's an air ball. It's saved. It's saved originally by Pugh. He threw it off of Van Allen's mug and out of bounds. Hayden Robinette will come back in here for the Mustangs, as Miguel Taylor will leave after the air ball. 4:04 to play here in quarter number 3. Indians have the ball and bring it back up into the front court as it's held there by Schumann. Bounce it down low to Harris, and Harris is pushed as we have foul here on the Mustangs, as the foul is going to go against Cole Pugh. That's going to be number 3 on him. That's 2 against the Mustangs here in the third quarter. And Preston have the ball baseline front court to bring it in there. Zach Shipp's going to come in for the first time today as Pugh comes out with his 3 fouls. So number 0 in green, Zach Shipp into the game for the first time. As Schumann holds, gets it into Harris. Oh, right underneath. And a good play there as Cruz Harris gets the little layup. He's got a dozen, and Preston leads by 3. It's 29-26. And timeout again called by the Mustangs. 3:43 to play. This timeout brought to you again by Magnolia Road. Ladies, whether it's tops, bottoms, shoes, or accessories, Magnolia Road has it all at 12 North State Street in Preston. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Eagle has the ball after the timeout. They throw it away as Preston takes it away. Long pass, the length of the floor comes to Larson, and he's fouled on the layup. As the foul will go on Van Allen. Cruz Harris threw that thing 90 feet, the length of the floor, as Larson caught it underneath the basket and got fouled going up for the layup. Larson was 7 in the game. And shooting 2 makes the first. Today's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Larson has 8. Preston leads by 4. It's 30-26. 3:27 to play here in the quarter number 3. As Larson's second shot is good again. Larson's got 9. He averages a little tick over 16 in the game. As Preston now with a 5-point lead. Gibson on the angle right, pulls it back out. Waits for the offense to set up. Goes to Van Allen on the right side. Now back to Gibson. Back to Van Allen. Taylor has it down in the right corner. Back to Gibson. Swing it back to Ship. Looks at a 3. No good. Good for position inside. Titan Knapp with the rebound. Give it to Jones. He'll push back up into the front court. Jones takes it down the right side. Taylor follows him there as they get it back down low to Cruz Harris, and he's fouled on the floor. No shot. But the foul's going to be against Zach Ship. That'll be his first. And that's 4 team fouls against the Mustangs here in the quarter. So Ship and Van Allen will come out. Pugh and Holtz, I believe it was, who came back in. 2:53 to play as it comes back to Harris. Cruz down low. Goes up and is blocked out of bounds by Holtz. Good play by Cruz. He tried to use his body to get a little position, but Holtz was able to recover and knock it out of bounds. As it comes back in, Drew from the corner. Jones's three-pointer is no good, as the rebound there is taken by Taylor, who tried to throw it back on the floor, and he threw it out of bounds. He tried to throw it at Cruz, who's standing in the corner, as he threw it at hit nobody and went out of bounds. In fact, it almost hit a lady over there in a wheelchair. As the coach here for the Mustangs yelling onto the floor, telling Taylor not to do that. As the inbounds pass, Pugh gets a piece of it and deflects it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. As Schumann will now come in and bring it in instead of Jones, who was trying to bring it in underneath his own basket. Schumann gets it into Jones in the right corner. Holds it there. Wants to go baseline. Kick it back outside. Larson for 3. Good. Reggie Larson's got a dozen. Preston leads by 8. That's their biggest lead of the game. As they back down low as it comes to Holtz. Kick it back outside to Gibson. Larson gets a piece of it and knocks it away. So Preston leads 34-26, 2:24 to play in the quarter. Gibson will bring it in from the far side. Holding in the corner. It goes there. Now comes back out to Gibson. Tried to get it back down low. Nice defensive play as Knapp got a piece of it on the entry pass down to Taylor at the right block, and they deflected out of bounds. Clock down to 2:20 to play here in the third. Gibson to Robinette from the corner. His three is good. Robinette's first points of the game, as it's 34-29, as Preston leads by 5 with 2:05 to play, as Jones back up into the front court here for the Indians. Jones, Schumann in the left corner, holds it there, tries to bounce it down low. Taylor steps in front of the pass, knocks it away. Gibson brings it up the floor, lays it off as the layup is put up and in, as Pugh running the far on the wing, able to get the layup, and Preston's lead is down to 3. 34-31, end timeout taken called by the officials as the magic marker rolls out from the Preston bench area, as Preston's going to use this opportunity to bring Moffitt, Winger, and Bryce back onto the floor. 3-point lead, 34-31, 1:45 to play here in quarter number 3. Third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Jones gets the inbounds pass in the backcourt, brings it back across the timeline. Bad pass, as you can't just throw that little lob pass, as Mustangs are very quick defensively and almost had it. In fact, they knocked it out of bounds. As the inbounds pass comes back to Jones with 1:35 to play. Back to Bryce in front of the Preston bench on the right wing. He'll get it back to Harris. Harris holds it there. Jones in the corner, doesn't take it. Harris drives all the way down to the right block as he slips, falls, as Pugh ends up saving it onto the floor, but he goes into the Preston bench, and the ball should go to the Indians back in their front court, and it will, right in front of their bench. So Bryce is going to come back over and bring it in with 1:19 to play in the quarter. House, the 6'5 senior, will guard the inbounds pass. It comes to Jones, throws it up to beat the clock, as it's an air ball, as it's taken away there by the Mustangs. Should have had a 35-second shot clock violation there, but the clock didn't go off. Gibson has it back up in the front court. Held there by House. House back down low. Holtz put it back up and in. Holtz with the layup. He has 4 in the game, and all of a sudden, after the Indians were leading by 9 a moment ago, as that's a charging foul against Coulter Moffitt down low. That's going to be 3 on him. So Moffitt has 3 on him. That's the second team foul against the Indians, and Preston's lead has gone from 9 to 1 in about 2.5 minutes. 49 seconds left in the quarter. Reggie Larson's going to come back in. Coulter Moffitt will come out with his 3 fouls. Don't go away, whether you're listening on the radio or watching on mylocalradio.com, because the fourth quarter is going to be a scorcher. Gibson into the front court, driving around Jones, lay it up and in. Gibson gets his 11th point and gives his team a 1-point lead. Comes back to Jones in the front court, wants to drive from along the baseline. His shot there is no good. Harris tried to tap it back up. That was no good. Says he got hit in the mouth. In fact, he's bleeding as he goes up the court. As on the way to go for the rebound, Cole got smacked in the face, and he's bleeding from the nose, he says, as Jones is going to come out. Schumann comes back onto the floor. They're going to get Titan Knapp back in. I think they need to get, nope, it's not Harris that's coming out. It'll be Case and Bryce. No, now it is Harris who will come out. As Harris comes to the bench saying, I got hit in the nose, and he's bleeding. He's going to go all the way down to the far end of the bench and get a towel. As the inbounds pass is knocked away by Winder as they try to get it into Taylor. 19 seconds left in the quarter. 35-34. Eagles come back after trailing by 4 at halftime. They've outscored the Indians by 5 in the quarter and lead by 1 with 19 seconds left. As the inbounds pass comes to Gibson. Gibson back up into the front court. Takes down the right side. He'll hand it to House. Out top to Pugh. Back to Gibson with 9 seconds left. There's that little give and go play again as the shot's no good. Picked up there. Knapp has it. He'll give it to Larson. A 3 to beat the clock is no good. So Eagle outscores the Indians by 5 in the quarter, and they lead 35-34 as we'll go to the fourth. You get a look at the scoreboard on mylocalradio.com as Preston trails by a point on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on this, the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Preston has the ball to start the fourth quarter, and Jones dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. That's a turnover that'll go back over to the Eagle Mustangs. Eagle outscored the Indians 13-8 in the third quarter. Preston with only 8 points in the quarter, and they were able to take the lead back 35-34. Winder comes out just 11 seconds into quarter number 4 as Rubidoux brings it up into the front court, gives it off to House, back out top, tried to get it back down low to Perkins. It was off his hands. You're going to say the last touch by the Indians off of Larson, as it'll stay with the Eagle Mustangs underneath their own basket. So they'll bring it in there with a 1-point lead, 35-34. Looking, trying to get it in to somebody. You better hurry. They find Taylor. Taylor loses it. Taylor trying to wrestle for it. Knapp takes it away, and then Knapp loses it, and it comes back to the Indians. It'll be another held ball, and it's going to stay with the Mustangs again. So Preston had it, and Knapp trying to get rid of it and throw it to a teammate, as the Mustangs able to knock the ball down again, and they're finally able to cover it and get the point. As they lob it in, it comes to Perkins down at the right block. Put it up. He's fouled going up. So Stone Perkins, the 6'9 junior, is going to go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be on Titan Knapp, his second. And Stone Perkins goes to the line. Perkins' first free throw of the game is short. Hasn't really played that much, very sparingly. In tonight's game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto, stop by and find out how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Taylor comes out. Perkins back to the free throw line. His second one is no good again. Tapped up in the air as they get the ball back. House with the rebound. His shot put back is no good, and Knapp pulls it down for the Indians. Preston can get the lead again here with the hoop as Harris wants to drive. Spin move, almost stumbled as Holtz back in there now. Gets it down low. It comes to Knapp, and he's fouled going up. Titans going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. As Perkins draws the foul, that's his second. And Titan Knapp will go to the free throw line, who has not scored yet today, as the first one is no good. In fact, for Knapp, he didn't score in the last game against Thunder Ridge either. Today's game brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. And remember, they now have an office in Pocatello as well. As Knapp, his second one, misses again. He missed both free throws, and it remains a 1-point lead for Eagle, 35-34. Not quite a minute into the quarter. Pugh comes down the left side, gives it back to Gibson. Gibson tries to get it back down low to Taylor, and Taylor lost it out of bounds. I'm going to say last touch by the Indians. So Gibson will bring it in. Exactly 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter in a 1-point game as they lob it into Taylor. Taylor down low to Holtz. Turns, shoots from the left block and hits it. Holtz with the shot and the make, and the Eagles lead by, the Mustangs rather, lead by 3. The Eagle Mustangs. As Schumann holds it, gives it to Jones, Free throw line extended left. Looks down in the left corner. Will take it down on the left block down to Schumann. Schumann drives. His shot is short. Wrestles for the rebound. And what do we got? We got a held ball that's going to stay with Preston underneath their own basket. 6:33 to play. 37-34. Eagle on top. Schumann to trigger it in. Brings it into the corner to Jones. He's double teamed there. Back outside. Harris back to Schumann. Schumann in the lane. Fall away jumper in, out. As it just rolled back out and the rebound was off to Van Allen. Gets it back to Gibson who brings it back up into the front court. Still a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. 6:15 left here in quarter number 4. As Gibson will look down and bring it down the left side. Tries to drive on Jones all the way. Lay it up and in. That's a great move by Gibson. He's got 13 in the game. And it's a 5-point lead. Timeout called by Coach Jones and the Indians. 30-second timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, remember to check out the selections at Magnolia Road. Available in most sizes at 12 North State Street in Preston on a My Local Radio Sports Network broadcast.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Preston has the ball after the timeout as we go under 6 minutes to play. Down low, Knapp, no calls. He runs over a man, and Titan gets his first points of the game with the easy layup. So Preston back to within 3 again, 39-36, and the ball kicked out of bounds. 5:44 to play. As a little bit of a flop down low, I believe, as Pugh was down there, and Titan Knapp able to get the layup, his first points of the game. In fact, his first points in the last 8 quarters. As Taylor gets it in the backcourt to Gibson. Gibson back across the timeline. They double team him there as it comes back to Taylor in the corner, driving. Van Allen lay it up and in. They left the baseline open, and Van Allen took advantage of it for his first 2 points of the game. And it's back to a 5-point lead again, 41-36. Harris has it in the front court for the Indians at the left elbow. Wants to driving down to the right block, turns, uses his body and travels. He tried to body up on Holtz and got called for a travel in the process. 5:14 left in the game. As they get it in, as it comes back to Gibson in the backcourt. Hustles it up into the front court, back to Pugh. Stops on the left side, he'll go back to Taylor. Holds it there, now back to Pugh. 5 minutes exactly to go in the game. As Gibson will back it back out. As he goes back to Taylor at the free throw line, he holds it there. One bounce dribble, spins in the lane, shoots over Schumann. Foul on Schumann as the basket was no good. Schumann draws the foul. That's going to be his second. Second against the Indians here in the quarter. As Miguel Taylor will go to the line with 4 points today. He averages 10, so he's well below his average here today, as the free throw is good. So Taylor now with 5. Makes it 42-36. Preston trails by 6. Taylor's second free throw is good. 43-36, Preston down 7. As Jones back up into the front court here. Comes down here to Schumann in front of the bench on the right side. Tries to weave through traffic and a foul as Holtz takes a pretty good whack at the ball as Schumann tried to drive through traffic. And it's not going to be on him, rather it's going to be on Taylor. So Miguel Taylor draws the foul. That's his second. Schumann to bring it in for the Indians. 2 team fouls for each side. Jones has it in the corner. Drew, who has just 4 points in the game after back-to-back double-digit efforts the last 2 days as the ball's poked away as Pugh got a hand on it as Jones was looking to get rid of it. 4:18 left. 43-36, Preston down by 7 as Hudson Van Allen will come back out. Eagle, of course, plays in that very, very tough conference down in the Boise Valley area as they are battle-tested indeed as Larson slipped, loses his balance, and falls, but Jones calls timeout quickly. So Larson was able to get a hand on it, and Jones called timeout very quickly, and Preston will keep the ball. It'll be a full timeout with 4:07 left. As once again, the timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in to improve your look today at 12 North State Street in Preston. It's a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Waiting for the Mustangs to break their huddle. We'll remind you today's game is brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Schumann will bring it in for the Indians. 4:07 left. 43-36, Preston down by 7 as it comes to Harris. Harris holds it. Dribbles down along the right block. Gets cut off. Fall away jumper. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Knapp has his shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Is that going to be on Larson? If it is, it's his third. Or not Larson, but rather Taylor. Nope, they're going to call it from the backside, and the foul's going to go against Gibson. That'll be his second. So Titan Knapp back to the free throw line. Missed a couple a few minutes ago, and he makes this one. Titan now with 3 in the game. 43-37, Preston trails by 6. Titan's second free throw. Missed that one. Long rebound. Be chased down in the corner, and Holtz will be, nope, it's going to be a held ball, and Preston's going to keep the ball. As Holtz had to chase it down in the corner, Harris snuck around from the backside and able to tie him up. And nope, they gave the ball to the Mustangs, so they must not have called it. The arrow is wrong, or they called it the ball out of bounds. As Gibson throws it out of bounds, he threw it over the bench in about 2 rows deep in the stands. He missed his entire intended target by about 12 feet. So Preston gets the ball back again, down 6 with 3:40 to play. Jones into the front court to Larson. A 3. Good! Reggie Larson cuts the lead in half. He's got 15, and it's 43-40 with 3.5 to play. Taylor into the front court. He'll leave it there for Gibson. Gibson to Pugh on the left wing. Free throw line extended. Back out top to Holtz. Back to Gibson on the right side this time as he stands there. Back to House. He doesn't shoot it. He'll give it back to Gibson. Down to 13 on the shot clock as it comes back to Holtz. Back to House again on the left side. Taylor down on the block and a reach-in foul again here on Schumann. That's going to be his third. Schumann thought he had the ball, but he got part of the arm of Taylor. Ball out of bounds to the Mustangs. Comes in the corner. House for 3, good. They left him standing there all alone, and he drained it from the corner. 6-point lead again, 46-40. 2:50 to play. Jones to Larson. Larson faced up there by House. Wants to drive, and a blocking foul down low on Taylor. Taylor holds his hands out as if to say, you got to be kidding me. But the official said, nope, he scooped in underneath to try to draw the contact and draws the foul. So that's 3 on Taylor, 4 on the Mustangs in the quarter. And Reggie Larson will go to the free throw line. Shooting 2 is a shooting foul. Today's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. As Larson back to the free throw line. Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli in Clifton, as the first one is short. Don't forget, you can order that world-class jerky from Papa J's online at their website, papajs.com. So Larson back to the free throw line with 15 in the game to shoot the second, which he makes. Gives him a total of 16 in the game. And it's a 5-point lead for Eagle with 2:39 to play. And it's another bad pass. And again, Holtz can't save it. It's out of bounds to the Indians. As the coach is trying to say, I called timeout when the ball was going out of bounds. But you can't do that because no one has possession of the ball. The ball went off his hands and was headed out of bounds. Nobody has possession. You can't call timeout in that situation. As it'll be Preston's ball, absolutely. It's a loose ball headed out of bounds. You can't call timeout. That's Fish and Marlin style. 5-point lead. Preston will try to get a little bit closer. 2:30 to play. And a foul, offensive foul against Harris, away from the ball. So Cruz Harris draws the foul. That's his second. As Cruz trying to fight through a defensive screen, and a timeout called here by the Mustangs. 2:27 to play. Eagles up 5. And this timeout again brought to you by Magnolia Road. We'll come right back on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
.227 left in the game. Eagle is up 5, 46-41. Each team still with 2 timeouts, and the possession arrow in the direction of Preston as they come out and they show full court press here in the back court. As they get it to Pugh, does the Eagle up into the front court. Gibson down the middle. Little floater in the lane is good. Wow, that's a tough shot. He's got 15, and that's a 7-point lead again. Now Preston back up in the front court. Jones has it in the corner, and Drew stepped out of bounds. The pass was deflected. Drew had to change his course to the ball, and in doing so, he stepped out of bounds. 2:08 to play. Eagle up 7, 48-41. Preston has only scored 7 points in the quarter. They only have, 15, 16 points in the second half total? As it comes to Gibson. Gibson back to House. Back out top. Holtz holds it there. Thinks about the 3. Doesn't take it. Taylor drives baseline. And he stepped out of bounds. Little out of control. Spinning out of bounds. Spinning along the baseline. And he stepped out of bounds. Preston gets it back with 1:45 to play. Jones back up into the front court. Drew driving. Pulls it back. Goes to Moffitt in the right corner. Back out top to Larson. The 3 is going to be short, and it's going to be an air ball. Moffitt tries to save it on the floor, but he was out of bounds doing so. So with 1:30 left, the ball will come back over to the Eagle Mustangs with a 7-point lead. Taylor will bring it in as he gets it into Gibson in the backcourt. Schumann there harassing him as it comes back to Taylor, and Schumann with a reach-in foul. Both teams are out of fouls, so that's going to send Taylor to the free throw line as Schumann draws foul number 4 on the game. Taylor goes to the line. And he can extend the lead to 8 as the first free throw is good as he makes the front end. Taylor now with 6 points in the game, 49-41. Eagle with an 8-point lead, 1:25 to play. And Taylor with the second free throw is good again. Taylor now with 7, it's a 9-point lead. Remember, Preston had 26 at halftime. They only have 41 now. They only have 15 points in the second half. And Taylor riding Jones be called for a foul. As Taylor, that'll be his 4th. That's 5 fouls now on the Mustangs, and that's going to send Drew Jones back to the free throw line with 1:17 left. So Jones will shoot a couple of free throws, and the first one is good. For Drew, well off his game today. He only has 5 points. Had double figures in the last 3 games, in 3 of the last 4 games, I should say. But unless he starts shooting wild here in the last minute and 17 seconds, he's going to come up short of that. He makes both free throws. He has 6 in the game. Preston down 7, 50-43 with 1:10 left. Gibson into the front court, behind the back dribble. Jones pops out on him with 1:05 left. Brings it down the left side, tries to run into Jones to draw fouls, can't. Gives it to Holtz with 57 seconds left. They're still trying to run the ball, and a timeout. As a bad pass, Taylor almost lost it. And Cody Pickett, the coach for Eagle, called a timeout to make sure he didn't lose possession of the ball. 7-point lead for Eagle with 53 seconds left. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Preston down 50-43 on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
So with a timeout called by the Mustangs, they have 1 left. Preston still with 2. 53 seconds left. Preston down by 7. Pugh to bring it in from right in front of us. Throws it into the backcourt to Gibson. Gibson in traffic. He's triple teamed. He gets it back to Pugh. 46 seconds left. Ball goes off of the hands of Taylor. It's a bad pass and out of bounds. Indians get the ball back with 44 seconds left. Taylor will come out as they bring Harmon House back into the game. Preston needs a couple of hoops in a hurry. 40 seconds left. Get it to Larson for 3. It's short. That's off of Schumann's chest and rolls toward the sideline. And what are they going to call? They're going to call it a dead ball. Preston's ball, they have the possession arrow. So Preston gets it back with 31 seconds left. Larson trying to swing his arms around to get loose again because he knows he's going to have to pop up a couple of long threes here. Schumann to bring it in from along the near sideline, almost in the corner. As they get a towel out to wipe up some perspiration where we had 3 or 4 bodies on the floor a moment ago. As Taylor will guard the inbound pass. 31.7 left. 50-43. Preston trails after a horrible second half scoring-wise for the Indians. Jones, a long 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Holtz has the rebound down low. As they'll get it back out, Gibson up into the front court. Gibson all the way as Schumann has no choice. He has to foul him on the way to the basket. As Taylor comes out limping, as he looks like he may have turned an ankle. He was almost trying to run interference for Gibson on his way to the basket as he got caught up with Schumann. And Schumann's going to foul out today. with a total of 6 points in the game. That'll be 5 fouls on him with 19 seconds left, as Miguel Taylor will now come out, as, again, not able to put a lot of weight on that left ankle. 7-point lead. Gibson go back to the free throw line. So this is the 10th annual tournament. Preston had won 4 championships, but they're going to come up short today, as Gibson with the basket gets him 16 and an 8-point lead. Preston winners last year, as a year ago they beat Bear River last year for the championship, as they're going to lose this year to a very physical, very tough team from Eagle in the Boise area. As the three-pointer put up by Larson is short again, as Pugh has the rebound, and a foul again called with 8.9 seconds left. The holding foul, and again free throws coming up here. Personal foul will go on Coulter Moffitt. That'll be his 4th. So a busy 19 days for the Indians, as they played 9 games in 19 days, and they're going to finish that opening salvo going 6-3 in those games. As we mentioned a moment ago, today is their 4th game against 5A schools in those 9 games to open the season, and they're going to go 2-2 against 5A schools. As the shot there put up by Pugh, as he makes the second, it's a 10-point lead. Larson will let it go a 3, and that's no good. It was short. Moffitt has it in the corner. His shot is going to be short also. No good, and that's the way the game will end, as the Eagle Mustangs will win it, as they really controlled the Preston offense in the second half, as they held the Indians to just 19 points in the second half, and the Eagle Mustangs win it by the final score of 53-43, as they win the championship for the Holiday Basketball Classic here in Preston for 2023. Handshakes all around. Final score once again, 53-43. We'll come back with the post-game show on the way. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners, when planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com. When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
And welcome back here to the postgame show here this afternoon as the Preston Indians ran into a very tough and very talented team from Eagle High School in the Boise Valley area, in the Eagle Mustangs in the championship game of the tournament, as Preston, who had a 4-point lead at the halftime break, but the size and speed and shooting ability inside of the Mustangs really shone through in the second half. They outscored the Indians in the second half 31-17 to go on to the 10-point win after trailing by 4 at halftime, winning by the final score of 53-43, as the Indians really were out-muscled in the second half of the game. Today's is the Ralph's Construction postgame show, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. So for the Indians, they certainly gave it their all as they wrap up their first 9 games of the year in 19 days. They end up going 6-3. They're 4-2 here at home, and 2-2 in the 4 games scheduled against 5A teams. So of what was, and Coach Jones will very readily admit it, this was a very tough schedule for his team in the first 9 games. They wanted to schedule tough this year, and they really did. And for Preston, they end up going 6-3 to get ready for conference play when they come back after the Christmas break. Now, they still have 2 more games to play before the calendar flips to January, and both of those games are against teams from Utah. But those are not going to be easy games either, as both Logan and Mountain Crest are having very good years this year as well. The next game will come up next Wednesday night when the Indians will travel down to Logan to face the Grizzlies down there at Logan High School. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll look at the stats from the game here this afternoon, as I don't think we'll see Coach Jones come out and join us here in the postgame show today after what was a very difficult loss here this afternoon. So we'll come back and we'll proceed. We'll look at the stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. We'll do all that as we continue on the postgame show, the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's look at the final scoring from the game here this afternoon, as that's brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364, or stop by their office at 33 South First East in Preston. For the Eagle Mustangs, as they pick up the win, 53-43. It was Cole Pugh who finished the game with 8 points today. Harmon Howes finished with 7. With 6. Miguel Taylor had 7. Hudson Van Allen had 2. Andrew Pelferman had 1. Russell Gibson ended up leading all scorers in the game, or I should say tied for high scoring honors, as Gibson finished with 16 today for the Mustangs, and Cal Holtz finished with 6. For the Indians, Titan Knapp had 3 points in the game. Coulter Moffitt played but did not score. Reggie Larson keeps his string of double-digit games going, as he's scored in double digits in every game this year. That's 9 games in a row, as he finished with 16 today. Jake Schumann had 6. Cruz Harris had 12. And Drew Jones finished with 8. Kason Bryce and Carson Winder both played but did not score. The Indians led 26-22 at halftime, were outscored in the third quarter by Eagle 13-8, and in the fourth quarter were outscored 18-9, outscored overall in the second half 31-17, end up losing by a final score of a 10-point margin, 53-43, as Eagle wins the tournament championship. We'll come back with some final thoughts right after this on a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Group presentation of Preston Indian basketball on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here. And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Well, a busy week for the Preston Indians wraps up here this afternoon as they come up a little bit short against Eagle, and they end up losing in the last game of the tournament and lose the tournament championship to the Eagle Mustangs. Congratulations to them. Well, it's been a busy opening 19 days of the tournament for the season of the Indians. Having played 9 games, they finished those 9 games, as we mentioned, going 6-3 up until this point. They still have 2 more games to play before the calendar flips over to January. The next home game will be on December the 29th against Mountain Crest. But the next game, it will be next Wednesday, December the 20th, when they'll go to Logan to take on the Grizzlies. And we'll have that game for you here on KACH and MyLocalRadio.com and along the My Local Radio Sports Network starting at 7:30. I believe that game will tip off at, which means we'll have the Polar Bear pregame show for you just after 7 o'clock coming up next Wednesday evening. We need to thank some people before we go, as thank you very much to Val Cook, the executive producer of KACH Radio Sports. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Special thanks to John Beverly, our studio coordinator, who has had a very busy last 3 days with 6 games, 3 games here and 3 games for Westside and Boise. John helps keep us on the air and does a very good job, and a special thanks to him. And a special thanks to our stage manager today here at Preston High School in Don Hubbard. Also, remind you of the final score here today as the Eagle Mustangs beat the Indians 53-43. For John Schlatter and Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us today on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball here on KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Until next Wednesday, we'll talk to you from Logan. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.